Welcome back to Top Repairs. How do you know you got a bad throttle body and it's time to replace it? There are two different types of throttle body. One is going to be a drive-by cable, which is going to use a cable to open and close the throttle plate. And the next one is going to be a drive-by wire. Basically, it is going to use a electric motor inside the throttle body. And when you step on the gas pedal, it is going to send a command to open up the throttle plate. It doesn't matter if the throttle body is a drive-by cable or a drive-by wire. Basically, they're both going to display similar symptoms. What causes the throttle body to start failing? The most common reason it is going to be carbon buildup. If you look at the throttle plate, you can see there is a lot of carbon on it. And if that carbon starts to build up at this corner over here on the throttle plate, it can affect how the throttle plate is going to open and close. For example, if there's a lot of carbon buildup, it can cause the throttle plate to open at a certain position and get stuck in a certain position, and this can start to affect idle. It is important that the throttle body is free of carbon buildup. If there is too much carbon, it can cause the throttle plate to not sweep smoothly. So again, when it opens and closes, it should open and close very smoothly. It doesn't matter if the throttle body is a drive-by cable or a drive-by wire. Carbon buildup is going to affect how the throttle plate is going to open for both of these throttle body. If your vehicle is equipped with a drive-by cable, the next part that's going to affect the throttle body, it is going to be the cable. If the cable becomes stretched, again, it can affect how the throttle plate is going to open and close, and it can cause all sorts of issue. And if the throttle body is a drive-by wire, basically an electronic throttle body, if the throttle actuator starts to fail, again, it can affect how the throttle plate is going to open and close. It can cause the throttle plates to open too much, and again, it can affect idle. What symptoms should you expect when you got a bad throttle body? And the most common symptom is going to be idle issue. If there's something wrong with the throttle body, you're going to notice rough idle, you're going to notice low idle, you're going to notice high idle, and you're going to notice idle fluctuation. And if the throttle body is in bad condition and it causes low idle, it is possible your vehicle might actually stall at idle. The next sign it is time to replace the throttle body, it is going to be, you're going to notice the vehicle is going to jerk when accelerating. When the vehicle is accelerating and the vehicle is not accelerating smoothly, it can be caused by a bad throttle body, a bad throttle body cable, a bad TPS on the throttle body, or even a bad throttle actuator. The next sign it is time to replace the throttle body, it is going to be noise. You're going to notice a flaring noise or a buzzing noise coming from the throttle actuator. Of course, you're going to hear this noise on an electronic throttle body. The next sign it is time to replace the throttle body, it is going to be the RPM is starting to surge. If you notice the RPM is just spiking up out of nowhere like that, that's how you know it is time to replace that throttle body. The next sign it is time to replace the throttle body is going to be hesitation when accelerating. When you step on the gas pedal and the throttle body is not responding and the vehicle won't go, that's how you know you might have a bad throttle body. If the throttle body is bad, you're going to notice the check engine light is going to turn on and you're going to get some sort of throttle body codes. For some vehicle, when that throttle body becomes bad, you're going to notice a message is going to show up on the dashboard. And that message is going to say, reduce engine power. And lastly, a bad throttle body can set the vehicle into limp mode. Limp mode is going to be a safety feature that's going to limit the vehicle speed to 35 miles per hour. And it is going to be stuck in second gear. I hope you found this lesson useful. As always, thank you for watching and subscribe to Top 5 Auto Repairs.